Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to briefly explore the Power BI desktop interface. When you launch the Power BI desktop, you are presented with the welcome screen, which is this area here. If you do not want the welcome screen to show up each time you launch the Power BI desktop, you can remove the check from this checkbox, and that will prevent this welcome screen showing up. On the welcome screen, on the left hand side here, you've got different links. If you want to get data, you can click on this get data link, and under recent resources shows the recent resources that you've used. You can see here I've got my first report here, which is a Power BI desktop file. And then if you want to open up other reports, there is a link to open up other reports. So if you don't want to use anything from this welcome screen, you can just X out by clicking on the X here, and that will exit out. So this is the Power BI desktop interface. You can see here it says untitled. Untitled means that you have not created a report yet. So when you have a report created, you then give the report a name, and then that changes from untitled to the name of your report. The default view for the Power BI desktop is the report view, which is this icon here. That's the report view. If you've got any data, you click on that and that will show the data. And then if you want to see the model for that data, you click on the model and that will show you the model for the data. But the default view you get is the report view. If we take a look at the menu options here, you've got the get data. So if I click on this little drop down, these are all the various places you can get data from into Power BI desktop. You can also extract data from the web if you wish to do so. And if you click on the more here, there are more options that will show you the different data sources that you can use to input data or get data into Power BI desktop. We've got the recent sources here option. So if you want to get data from a recent source, you can use that. Next here, we've got the Power Query Editor. So if you got a query you want to edit, you can click on that. What that will do, it will launch a different screen. And this is the Power Query Editor. You can see here it says untitled. So anytime you have a query and you save it, then you can give the query a name. So I'm just going to X out of that. If you want to enter data into a table, you can click on that, this enter data, and that gives you the option to create a table and then enter some information. And then along the line, we've got other options here. If you want to create a new page, you can do that here, create a new page. If you want to add a new visual, you can do that. There are also buttons there if you want to add more buttons. And then if you want to get something from the marketplace, like visuals, you can use that option there. From a file, if you want to get some data from the file, you click on that. If you want to switch the theme, if you want a darker theme or something like that, these are the options for the theme. There is a theme gallery also. And then of course, to publish your report, you have this publish icon there that enables you to publish your report. And then you've got the visuals. So if you want to create different types of visuals, bar chart, and so on, these are all the visuals you can use to create the relative visuals based on the data that you're interacting with. And we've got the file menu here. We've got the home, we've got the view, we've got the modeling, and we've got the help. So if we take a look at the view, these are, if you want to show grid lines, you can check on that, show grid lines and so on. And then these are all the modeling options. This is a file menu if you want to open a file, save as, and whatever. Let's say I want to open a file like this file here. This is my recent file. I'll click on that and that will open up the file inside the Power BI desktop. So this is the file I've just opened, and the default view is the report view, which is this view here. If I want to see the data that generated this view, I click on this data option here, and that will show me the data. If I want to see the model, I click on this model icon here. That will show me the model that was used to generate that report. So that is it for this video. I gave you a brief exploration of the Power BI desktop interface. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.